Hi, I'm Joan Newcomb, and today's morning musings is Do dead people have jobs? I'm doing a series of daily morning musings, and I'm using posts from my blog, Adventures in Density and Effort, as inspiration. Now, I wrote these a while ago, and the world has completely changed since then. So if I encounter anything that is out of date, I will give you the most recent information. At the end, I will summarize the topic based on what's going on in the world today. Also, I have some special offers, so stay tuned to the very end to see what they are. Do dead people have jobs? I just got off the phone with my cousin in Maryland. She's an art teacher, so very creative and living solidly in the real world. It's always so interesting to chat with her. She asks great questions which surprise me because I forget what it's like not to be acutely aware of the unseen. Her mother died last September and mine died in January, so the conversation naturally winds up talking about them. She asked if I missed my mother, and I said it's a funny thing because when I do, it's usually because she's around. I said it must be frustrating for dead people because when they show up to visit, people start crying. Also, my mother's energy feels so very clear. It's her presence, which was so lovely, not the Alzheimer's person who would stubbornly not come out of the bathroom. My cousin's mother had been a difficult personality, and yet she's able to recall the sweet moments with her. I think that's because it's her mother's essence, which was hard to detect when she was alive. Our personal histories shape us and can distort the transmission of our true selves. When bodies die, that aspect of character goes too, and what remains is our consciousness. Then my cousin surprised me by asking if we have jobs in the afterlife. Jobs is such a limiting concept. I think it's more that we have purpose. I've read people who've lost children and their beings show up as healers or angels in the family dynamics. We are pure energy. So without a body, it's more like we emit our purpose. So it's possible to come back as guardian angels, she asked. To me, the idea of coming back is a funny one because they've not gone anywhere. Imagine that we're all driving around in smart cars. We have this agreement to only see other people in smart cars. Then one of us dies and steps out of the car. They haven't gone anywhere, but no one is acknowledging them. They may seem to come and go, but it's more like coming in and out of focus. When my friend died in 2003, I became aware at first that they were having difficulty seeing. I thought it was because they needed glasses, but their body was gone and their eyes were gone, and it was that they were having difficulty adjusting to seeing pure energy. If you close your eyes and imagine yourself somewhere, if you don't intellectually visualize, you'll get a sense of that energy in that place, although it's actually 100% more brighter and more pixelated. I explained to my cousin that when we die, it's like diving into pure positive energy. It's light, it's freeing. We're everything and everywhere at once. It's the exact opposite of how we see things here. Being in the physical world is like deep sea diving. We're lumbering through density, feels like water. Our vision is distorted by the helmet. The world is darker. The lighting is dim. But when we pass, it's like being plucked out of the water into pure oxygen. Imagine taking a breath of fresh air. Then my cousin wondered if we kept learning after death. Again, it's a limiting concept, a projection from the world of form. It's our bodies that need to learn and grow. When we die, we integrate into infinite intelligence. Actually, there is always an aspect of us that is infinite intelligence. We never leave from one place and go into the other. Just a portion of ourselves squeezes into form and then pops out when we're done with this lifetime. There's an aspect of you that is always connected with those you've loved who have passed, always connected with your infinite wisdom. It simply takes a shift of perspective. Instead of viewing things within the deep sea diver's suit of physical form, allow yourself to view things as spirit, as essence. It's immediate expansion. I'm being reminded by my mother and my cousins that dead people love to be communicated with. Nobody talks to them anymore. It's a common complaint. It's very simple to do. Just start talking. Be aware for a response. It most likely won't come in words, but in impressions. Sometimes symbolic synchronicities will show up. Imagine if we all really understood what it was like to be dead. We'd rejoice for the person who passed. We'd have parties. We wouldn't commit mass suicide because we'd enjoy still being here. We'd savor the experience of physical form. And we wouldn't miss our loved ones because they're, in a way, even more a part of us. So this week, whenever you think of someone who's died, say hello and have a little visit. It'll make them very, very pleased. So there's nothing to update about that because this information is still in existence now. We still have this relationship with those of us who have passed. It is a funny idea that people have jobs and things like that. We have an essential purpose. I think when we come into form, that purpose has more solidity and we are unconsciously moving through life and fulfilling that purpose just in ways we can't possibly imagine. And I just think it's a reminder that we are not separated from our loved ones, even if they pass, that we're all connected on a multitude of levels. And when we can navigate our life with that intuitive awareness. It also helps us more acutely enjoy being here in physical form in all the deliciousness that solid form has. Chocolate, sunshine, wonderful fragrances, beautiful landscapes, and really life is here to be savored and enjoyed. If you have any experiences or any questions, please leave me a comment below. I love to read your comments. And if you like these videos, please share them with your family and friends and on your social media. And please click the thumbs up, the heart symbol. Please follow or subscribe. And that way you're telling the algorithm to share this far and wide and get this out to someone who really needs to see this information. And if you want a free sample of one of my consciousness techniques, click on the link below to the skybox technique. It'll give you a drone's eye perspective as consciousness of all that's going on in your life today. And if you'd like to have some manifestation techniques, click on the link below to Manifesting Money and Miracles. It'll give you ways to completely transform your external reality. And if you'd like to have a personal session with me, click on the link below to book a private session. I take a look at the essence of who you are and what's going on in your life today, and then I can answer any questions that you have, and I can also help you make some energetic changes. And it's all recorded just for you. And if you want to learn how to do this for yourself, Manifesting Money and Miracles is a great preparation for my coaching special where I work with you one-on-one and give you specifically chosen consciousness techniques so that you can transform your life. And you can find out more on my website, joan-newcomb.com. And I'll see you tomorrow in another Morning Musings.